You can see the sign that says Starbase straight ahead. I'm so excited, and the Cybertruck has been amazing on FSD Supervised all along in this trip. This is the Tesla Cybertruck, and today I'm going to share with you a tour of the exterior, the interior, and bring you on a driving experience to Starbase, and share a final verdict on who should be getting this iconic EV. This is Tesla's newest vehicle, and it comes through a combination of SpaceX technology and Tesla mass manufacturing. In front here, this steel is made of the same material as used to build Starship. So you're going to learn a lot about this vehicle, you're going to drive in it, you're going to explore all of it. Click subscribe to stay updated to more videos on Tesla. Now let's start with the front. Now this vehicle here has a very iconic look. It is now the 5th best-selling EV in the United States and the best-selling EV truck in the world. Over here you can see its iconic front lights. Looks beautiful in light shows. You can see a Texas car plate here. We rented this Cybertruck and been driving it for the past 5 days across more than 1,000 miles. From Austin to Starbase to see Flight 7, back to Austin and back down to Starbase where we are today. And in front here, we rented this vehicle from Turo. And right now, Cybertruck rental rates have actually been a lot more reasonable. You can rent one for around $120 a day. If you're taking 2 to 3 Uber rides, it's more affordable to rent one of these. In here, this is the first Tesla with a powered frunk. So you can see it opens up without any manual energy. I can sit up here, drink a beer, enjoy the scenery and the environment. I got my backpack here as a size comparison. It is a narrower, wider frunk compared to the Model 3 or Model Y. When we're done with storage, you can head out here and just press this button to close the frunk. As we make our way to the sides, you will notice that the Cybertruck has one of the largest front glass panels of any Tesla and definitely the largest window wipers. It only comes with one, a long one over here that wipes across the entire front windscreen. Large tires on our side. So we make our way down, you will see that the cameras are here on this corner. This is also the first Tesla with a front-facing camera at the front. As we come down over here, you've got another camera on this pillar. There are no door handles. The way to open a Cybertruck is by pressing this button here, and the doors open. Very strong, sturdy Cybertruck. We got a chance to see how the Cybertruck was built a few days ago at Giga Texas, hosting Tesla owners clubs from Austria, from Germany, Malaysia, Singapore, and Japan, and it was a sight to behold. So as you close this same button opens up the rear doors. The rear doors open up wider, up to 90 degrees, making it easier to come in and out. We'll come back into the interior later on. As we make our way to the back, you can see through my side view that it's got a very iconic angular view. Everything looks like a triangle here in the Cybertruck. And down here, in the rear left, we've got the Cybertruck charge port. And you can see that the icon is also customized to look like a Cybertruck. It is now charging on a V4 supercharger. Today, the V4 superchargers with V3 cabinets can charge up to 250 kilowatts on the Cybertruck. So 20-80% is roughly about 45 minutes. And when we get an upgraded V4 cabinet, these can charge a Cybertruck up to 350 kilowatts, making charging speeds a lot faster because the Cybertruck has a larger battery compared to a Model 3 or Model Y. As you come down to the side, you can see down here, these are the V4 superchargers that are future-proofed, and many of these chargers can be used by non-Tesla EVs here in the United States. Tesla has dramatically expanded its supercharger network, but last time to Brownsville was about 2 years ago, and this supercharger station did not exist. Today, this Brownsville supercharger with 16 stalls is the closest one we have before heading to Starbase, which is about 16 minutes away. So you can see the cables being charged here. It's a good opportunity to talk about the rear of the Cybertruck. So we've got another rear camera on my right, and to open the back, just press this button. This comes down and reveals a lot of storage space. So I can pull this back forward, so the tonneau cover opens. You can just hold it once, it draws all the way down, and you can see all the space available here. plenty of storage space for the truck. And as you join me on the other side, I'm just going to head in. There is hidden storage down here, very ample space. And in this corner, you get power sockets. So 120 volts and again the larger 240 one here. And towards the side, you got all these hooks to latch items on. You've got a nice light bar toward the side. And some people can remove all these panels here to add attachments like a camp. You could turn this into your mobile RV, have a camp mode on the Cybertruck. You can see there's plenty of space. And there's a rear mirror glass over here. So when the tonneau cover comes down, the rear view mirror will allow you to see through this glass. However, we normally recommend having the tonneau cover closed because it gives you up to 7% more range. It's a bit more aerodynamic. So only leave this open when you're carrying a lot of goods and they're pretty tall goods. When you're done with this, we can hit up here and I can actually just close this by pressing down here. So there are 3 buttons here. And as the tonneau cover closes, to showcase the strength of this tonneau cover, you could stand up here and you could hold the weight of an adult human. Don't jump on it, but standing, you can see how sturdy this Cybertruck is built. When you're done, you can make a way down. And down here. And that's how you close it. Simple. Now let me give you an interior tour. Let's start from the back. As you come into the back seats, you'll notice that the doors make it really easy to come in. There is a glass roof at the top. Now this Cybertruck is very well used. We've been to the beach, we've been to a lot of environments, and that's how trucks should be used, especially outside of urban or city environments. Here, you've got a rear touchscreen that allows you to work on the aircon, allows you to watch Netflix, YouTube on the go, allows you to play video games. You can connect up to 2 Bluetooth devices like headphones, game controllers, so the rear passengers could be watching their own show or playing their own game while the rest of the car and the front passengers can enjoy music. This car has one of the best audio quality in any Tesla. It is very spacious in the back and there are cup holders here. A unique feature about the Cybertruck in its rear cabin, apart from its spaciousness, is it's a truck. So if you need to store more items, here's what you can do with the seats. You can pull this lever down and it allows us to pull the seats up and lock them in. Do the same for another lever here on this side. And now you can see I can store a lot more items in the rear. So very useful feature on the Cybertruck. And if you need to store large boxes, large construction material, golf bags, no problem at all. Now that we've seen the back, let's pull these seats back in. So to do the same, we just press the same buttons. And the seats come down again. And as I head out, pull the same latch and the seats come down. Now let's explore the front. So over here, you can see the Cybertruck logo being etched. There's a lot of sand. All this sand is from the beach at Starbase, which we're heading to. You can look at the door panels, a lot of storage space in the sides. Easily you can put a lot of large bottles over here. Here, you've got your window controls and your door open and close button. Now we're going to make our way inside. So let's hit the Starbase. What we're going to do is unplug the charger, place this back, and let me bring you to the other side of the Cybertruck as I open the door for our videographer. So right now it's about 5 p.m. The sun's going to set in less than an hour. We are approaching golden hour. So you can see this truck is well used. So as our videographer heads in, I'll be heading on the other side. See you inside the Cybertruck. Welcome back to the interior of the Cybertruck. Over here you can see a very spacious cabin. This rearview mirror would not work when the tonneau cover is open. So how are you going to see the rear? There is a digital camera that reveals itself later. So before we go into drive mode, you can see very smooth user interface. A fun Easter egg by tapping on the glass. This is a callback to the Cybertruck reveal event where they thought the glass was indestructible and you can still damage it. So the glass isn't bulletproof. The body of the Cybertruck is very sturdy, very strong. Here you've got two cup holders. Amazing design here, very spacious. You may notice that while there's a lot of sand on both sides, the center is relatively clean because of these dividers and the Cybertruck. So great place for storing bags and supplies. Phones go up here. So this is a unique wireless phone design that you don't see in other Teslas. They are forward facing. There's nice space between in the pocket. And up here it reveals more storage space. You can see I got my cable down here. I've got biscuits from the Tesla Owners Japan Club who were part of our tour to Giga Texas and Starbase. Thank you so much to the Tesla Owners Japan team. As we close this, you may notice that the steering wheel is like a hybrid between a yoke and also a regular steering wheel. It's got buttons here. There are no stalks in the Cybertruck. So the turn signals are left and right here. Left turn, you see the blind spot camera comes up. Right turn, so just think of it like a mouse button. Now what's unique about the Cybertruck is the full self-driving computer. So we go to software. You can see today we are using the full self-driving supervised software version 13.2.2. And part of the driving experience is to showcase to you the FSD capabilities on this vehicle. So put on my seatbelt. And the way to start the car is tap the brakes. As you do so, the rear camera acts as a rear view mirror. So by changing profiles, you can have multiple profiles on Teslas. It allows me to pick the profile that I need to use. And you can see over here we are at this Brownsville supercharger with 16 stalls. We're now going to navigate to Starbase. And you can see it's a 27-minute ride. The way to go forward is I can click drive. You see the large wipers coming ahead of us. Another useful feature of the Cybertruck is we can change our ride height. Right now it's an entry as we get in and out. Later on when we go off-roading, we may want a higher ride height. As a demonstration, when I click high, you can see that the vehicle is now lifting itself up. It's actually going to be pretty high. So this allows us to navigate a lot of different terrain. But right now, let's keep it at medium as we drive towards Starbase. So as we're ready to go, you may notice that the user interface is also unique and customized to the Cybertruck. You don't see the same UI on the Model 3 or Model Y. And with that, let us proceed. A Cybertruck has steer-by-wire steering, so this is the max lock. You see I didn't turn it that much. And it's able to maneuver and navigate car parks like this really easily. With full self-driving supervised, once you see the steering wheel icon, I can click on this button and the car is going to take most of the work away from you. So you can see it's navigating in car parks which autopilot cannot do and the old FSD would not be able to do. And to see how it gets to the main road, there's actually quite a few cars in the main road. So let's see how it navigates. It knows to go to the right exit. And as many cars come, it knows how to wait for its window of opportunity, which is after this truck. And it makes its way out smoothly. With FSD Supervised, we no longer need to hold the steering wheel. Instead, It monitors the driver's attention using the interior cabin camera. I need to be facing forward toward the street. If I'm spending too much time looking away here or looking at the screen, it will prompt me to say, please pay attention. If I have too many prompts, there will be a strike. And after 5 strikes, I can no longer use FSD Supervised. That's why I'm a lot more cautious looking at the camera versus looking ahead. And you can see the strikes by going to autopilot. And you can see, it will tell you when it's on park mode, the number of strikes you have. So this profile we are on right now is on hurry mode. It tries to go a little bit faster to get to our destination. Back on the streets, you can see that the car is able to read and detect the street lights around us, the cars around us, with all the cameras around the Cybertruck. This truck has a very high ride height, which gives us a commanding view of our surroundings. All these are speakers. I'm not playing them in the video because I don't want to avoid copyright strikes. Light turned green, it's moving smoothly by itself. All throughout, my foot is not on the accelerator or the brake. The car is not perfect, so the human must be prepared to intervene at any time. In the past 5 days in Texas, we've asked friends who've driven multiple Cybertrucks on their experience. And you can see that it's very human-like in behavior, in changing lanes, right turn signals as it overtakes the slower white car behind us. And it knows with a red light ahead to prepare to slow down. Now that it's turned green, doesn't come to a stop, it continues going. And we're going to go straight for a mile before making a right turn. All throughout, my role is to supervise the car and enjoy the surroundings, while FSD Supervised does most of the work. You can see it making another lane change because it knows that we're going to make a right turn later. So very smooth, human-like behavior. The car is very comfortable and quiet, and you'll really notice the quality with suspension later on the bumpy roads heading towards Starbase. As we make our way here, you can see the interior blue accents, the interior lights. So modern Teslas now have interior cabin lights, giving it a nice touch, especially as we come to darkness later on. What you may also notice is that the side mirrors of the Cybertruck are angular, triangle shape, mirroring the Cybertruck design aesthetic. And here we are ahead of us in just 0.2 miles. We're going to be making a right turn. And let's see how it does. You can see the Dodge trying to cut in, and it gives good fall distance to stay safe. It signals, it sees the green lights on the cameras ahead, and as it gets yellow, it slows down. Now in the United States, you can turn right on red, so let's see what it does. And here you go, gently making a right on red. Perfect, very well executed. We're now just 23 minutes away from Starbase, and with the sun setting on us, I get to enjoy the beautiful scenery because the car is helping me navigate. It's an amazing co-pilot. Coming back to my friends who've experienced FSD Supervised, they found it works really well 95% of the time. There were some rare instances where the Cybertruck actually ran a red light, and sometimes, especially in highways, we notice the Cybertruck tends to keep on the left of the road or even the left of the lane. So if you feel uncomfortable, you can always hold the wheel and nudge the Cybertruck a little bit on the direction you want to, or by using turn signals, it allows you to guide the Cybertruck to change lanes. So as we enjoy the beautiful view, another thing you may notice is that the touchscreen on the Cybertruck is a bigger touchscreen compared to the Model 3 or Model Y. giving you a lot more visibility, a lot more space, a larger canvas to enjoy the Cybertruck. This rear view mirror screen, you can move it around, you can move it here, or you can move it back here as well. You see, it notices, pay attention on the road. So it's really strict. Even though I was looking at the screen just for navigation for less than 5 seconds, this camera noticed my eyes and immediately prompts me. Now we're going to make a left turn ahead in just 300 feet. A very busy intersection. And all along, I'm really relaxed because the car is driving, allowing me to have a conversation with you to tour this vehicle. On top, you've got, again, covers that can be removed and moved over. And when you're done, it clips on magnetically. At the top here, you got a vanity mirror. So you can see a vanity mirror that lights up and you can cover it. Even though the Cybertruck has been around for more than a year in the United States, people still stare, look at it, kids wave at the Cybertruck. It's pretty amazing. Now that the light has turned green, Cybertruck's going to make a turn to the left on its way to Starbase. And you can see it's only apt that we're now at 69% state of charge as we head to Starbase. So maneuvering really well, keeping in the right lane. And you can hear the acceleration of the Cybertruck. The owners notice a stronger, louder motor compared to a Model 3 or Model Y. So the green light here next to the steering wheel means that it's using the cabin camera for attention monitoring. When the green light is off, maybe because you're wearing sunglasses or it's very dark so the interior camera can't really see your eyeballs, then it goes back to the old school hand monitoring where it tries to detect for pressure in the steering wheel every couple of seconds. So we've got a nice straight road for 14 miles towards Rocket Road. FSD Supervised doing a solid job throughout. I really wish that this gets rolled out soon to more countries around the world. We've heard that it's going to roll out to China this year, to left-hand drive markets in Europe. So that means more people get a benefit from a system that is now, in my opinion, safer than the average human driver. And it's not just my opinion. If you look at stats and data from Tesla's autopilot, full self-driving versus regular humans, there are far less accidents on autopilot and definitely a lot less when a car's on FSD Supervised. A few days ago when our friend's Cybertruck collided into a deer, the state police said that if it was any other car, the car would have been totaled, but the Cybertruck just sustained some minor damage on the left. So the left lights were not working, but everything still worked. FSD still worked, the car could still drive. And when they were driving back to Austin to return the car to the Turo host, the Turo host said, I'd prefer if you use FSD Supervised because it's safer than humans driving. And that's such a shift in mindset, because it will be shocking hearing that more than 2 years ago. So there was a sign saying Starbase on our right earlier. You can see this path. We're heading towards Starbase now. This airport here in Brownsville, maybe that's where Elon Musk would land, going to Starbase. And so here, because we're near the Mexican border, there will be a customs check. So if you're driving the Starbase, remember to have your passport and your ID with you at all times. You can see that this road has a lot more potholes down here, and how well the Cybertruck is navigating these potholes, making it a lot more safer, a lot more comfortable to off-road a vehicle. Because on the way to Starbase, a lot of the vehicles will try to stay on the side of the road where there are less potholes. For us, driving a Cybertruck, we are okay even in the middle of the lane. A lot of these are SpaceX employees ending their day, ending their shift because it's 5:15 p.m. local time here in Brownsville. which means hopefully when we get to Starbase, there are less cars around, allowing us to see the Starbase sign. Let me show you the rocket garden, and we'll drive past the launch facility, and finally we'll end our video at the beach near the launch facility. Many of our friends who've been to the beach say it's beautiful, it's epic, and all of these space, one day it may be much harder for people to access, because for now this is still public land. SpaceX may want to buy more of this land as it expands Starbase. Starbase is now formally a city in Texas, which means that they can build up a lot more of this surrounding neighborhood. I'm so happy that we get a beautiful day with beautiful weather. We get a chance to visit Starbase while we still can. And I get a chance to go to Starbase on a Cybertruck that is driving itself on the latest FSD Supervised. And now the terrain opens up for us to see the full view of Starbase on the left, and further on the horizon on the right side we see the two launch towers. We'll be getting up close and personal to each of these locations. Beautiful light and reflections on the starships and booster as we are now at golden hour with the sun setting. You can see the sign that says Starbase straight ahead. I'm so excited, and the Cybertruck has been amazing on FSD Supervised all along in this trip. You can see, as I'm now manually going to take over, the murals on the left with Starship, and immediately on my left you're going to see the Starbase sign. It's partially covered by vehicles because this is a parking area, but you can see the Starbase sign and all the rockets above behind. Those are in Rocket Garden. So if you're coming to visit Starbase, I would recommend that you park over here where we are. Check out the murals. Walk a bit closer to the stop sign. You cannot cross that stop sign, but you can walk a bit closer and take a photo. So let me just make a turn. So the public can park on the left side. I'm just going to pause here briefly and just take a look at the rockets here at the Rocket Garden. Many years ago, we could walk up much closer to those rockets. And now, let us head towards the launch facility, about 2 miles down. So in this building over here, at night it lights up with a beautiful logo, and you can see parts of the rocket being built also. You can see the sign there that says Stargate. Let's look at how tall and majestic these buildings are. We are building the future here at Starbase. And now we make our way forward to our next destination, which you see on our right, with the two launch towers. Just a few days ago, the launch towers were responsible for launching Flight 7. So we're coming up directly now to the Starship launch facility. I'm just taking the opportunity to manually drive, to enjoy the Cybertruck. The yoke makes it so easy to steer with steer-by-wire. And this is just epic scenery. So at any time when I want to allow FSD to drive, I just click on the right button and it will just drive by itself, just like that, easily. So I can be more present with the scenery. The launch tower on the left is the first launch tower where you see the chopsticks. That catches the booster and hopefully soon by Flight 8 or 9, Starship for the very first time. This second one here with the cranes, that's the new second launch tower. They're going to install the chopsticks soon, together with a lot more equipment to get it ready to host multiple flights here at Starbase in Texas. Immediately ahead of us, that smaller structure is the Grasshopper. That was the first structure used to test the Raptor engines. So as we're over here, I'm just going to slow down, manual drive. Just take this in a little bit more. So this is Grasshopper. You'll see a private property sign, so you can take photos outside, just don't go inside. That's all. Look at how close we are to the launch facility. This is a perfect view over here of the chopsticks of the tower. Majestic, especially when they've got starships stacked on this. Right now, here on the left, you got a mix of employees, tourists, and visitors. There's a large trailer ahead of us. We're going to go forward towards Boca Chica Beach. A few days ago, they had a Cybertruck light show near Boca Chica Beach. They're planning to rename the beach to Cyber Beach. You can see here they're loading propellants on the right of the launch facility, like compressed helium. And over here, you can see the entrance towards the beach. And look at the waves. Really strong, really high. And as we make our way into the beach, it's a good opportunity to also just showcase the off-road capabilities of the Cybertruck. So just look at the cabin, look at the beach in front of us. Can't do this on a Model 3. And all along, you can see it's a really comfortable ride. It handles the bumps really well. And you look at the turning radius and how easy it is to turn the Cybertruck. Right in front of the two launch towers. It's a short donut with Cybertruck. And now let's drive towards the beach line. Wow. You can see small birds down there. This is an epic day. So let's park here and let's wrap up our review and share my final verdict on who I think this car is for. So it's a good opportunity to also showcase the reversing. Just down, straight down. And this safety camera prompts you when there's people behind. So it ensures that, again, it's a safe drive for everyone. I'm just going to position, you can see the two launch towers behind our rear camera. Just bring Cybertruck back. Let's put it to stop, park. Let's head outside to conclude this review. Such a beautiful and majestic day here at Starbase, with sunset coming with the two launch towers, Cybertruck in front of us, the beach. I just want to showcase a little bit of the scenery and just take a look at how majestic this is. Like, this is the future. I'm just going to stand next to Cybertruck because there's so much wind. To wrap it up, who I think this amazing vehicle is for are for people who enjoy larger road trips. You need a truck. You want a vehicle that's a joy of steer-by-wire. You can benefit from a lot of storage space. This particular Cybertruck is the Foundation Series Cybertruck. So these are the earlier editions, original supporters of the Cybertruck. And what I love about the Cybertruck is it's really comfortable, built really strong. These panels here are bulletproof. We've seen many cases where people try to shoot through them or there were explosions and they handled really well. This vehicle is one of the safest vehicles you can drive on Earth. It's also one of the most fun vehicles you can drive on Earth. As you saw us driving across the beach earlier, navigating potholes with no problems earlier. And people see this and kids just want to be in this vehicle. They want to know what Tesla's all about. And there's no Tesla logo at all throughout this vehicle. And even 3-year-old kids know to say, Cybertruck, Cybertruck. Other things I love about this vehicle is the ability to change the suspension height so you can go off-roading. I love the ample storage space, a powered front for the first time, front-facing camera so you got a full 360-degree view. And a lot of friends really enjoyed the comfort sitting not just in front, but in the back as well. Nice glass roof to enjoy the stars. Plenty of storage space behind. Now, what could be better about the Cybertruck? For some people, they'll still say it's the size. It's a very large vehicle. So you probably won't be seeing as many Cybertrucks in a place like New York City or Singapore compared to here in Texas, where there's so much land and so much space. You've got to be more careful navigating underground garages. Some of our friends may have got into potential collisions in the underground car parks. If you're used to driving trucks and Teslas, it's not a problem. But for those driving this for the first time, do take note. Other things that can be improved is it's a large vehicle, so that means its range may not be as much as a Model 3 sedan, which is very efficient. But you're not driving a truck for its efficiency, you're driving a truck for its power. This truck goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.6 seconds, faster than many sports cars. And it's got more utility than trucks. It looks great, it is different. And this steel canvas is also a great opportunity for many owners to customize, personalize, and wrap their vehicle. The other potential downside of this vehicle is the price. So for many people, they had to pay a lot more than the original announcement price. Initially, this Cybertruck was $100,000 US. Prices have now dropped to closer to $70,000 US. And the Cybertruck's also eligible now for the EV tax credit. So while they last, it's a good opportunity for owners to make use of this. Where I am in Singapore, we won't have a chance to see Cybertruck on the roads, unfortunately. However, when I come back to US, I can definitely see myself road tripping the Cybertruck a lot. I'd love to hear from all of you what you think about the Cybertruck. Share your comments down in the video description. FSD Supervised is amazing. It's not perfect. You will have to take interventions from time to time. I can safely say that it's better than most human drivers today, and the technology is only getting better. If you found this video useful, please click the like button and hit subscribe to stay updated to more videos on Tesla. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to experience the Cybertruck. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to bring all of you here to Starbase. I'm signing off from Texas, here at Starbase. Take care and see you all soon.